So today we will be reading a very awesome fan fiction. It's called The Flames of Death, a Malhorn Ashthorn story. I don't even know Malorn.
I used to think it was Marlorn, but I think it's Malorn.
All right. Well, Chapter 1: The Spark. Okay, listen, asshole. You're only a level 8. I will not teach you vampire. This was his 5th time, and that day, that same kid asked to teach him this spell.
Come on, please. I need it to be Rattlebone.
You're a loser, and if you can't beat that dumbass, I'll only teach you Dream Shield at level 8.
Fine.
I wave my... Fine.
Are you going or am I?
You go.
I wave my staff over the kid's head and a few sparks fly around, followed by the cards of the Dream Shield appearing in his outstretched hands. Thanks, Marlorn, he mumbles, walking away.
Finally, I said with a shake in my head. Great, now I have a freaking headache. I need a therapist.
I looked around and saw a kid in bright green Mushu robes. Thank God.
Yo, third dork, over here. The kid turned around with a scowl on her face.
What do you want, Malorn? To make fun of your mom's old school again?
Fuck. Just use a minor blessing, alright?
Why should I?
Because I'm a teacher and you're a student. Now heal me.
She waved her staff, and I lifted gently into the air and turned bright green for a second before landing on the ground.
She looked at me and I stared back, rubbing my head.
Well?
What?
She stomped off, muttering something. I aimed my staff at her ass and muttered a curse.
Damn, he's a pedophile. Terminus shot out of my staff and hit her hard in the ass, knocking her over.
Dick, she hissed when she turned to me.
You're welcome. You lost your virginity.
I called out to her. She stormed off.
Stormed? I thought she was a life wizard. The school was kinda slow today, so I just chilled by sitting on bench next to fire school. My mom came me outside.
Hello, Marlorn, she said, a smile on her face.
Hey, Mom.
By Mom, I mean that she basically raised me after the whole incident happened.
No students today at fire school. Any luck with you? Nada. I stuck my tongue out. Why can't I just teach the higher level spells? I'm a grandmaster just like you and Cyrus.
That's Uncle Cyrus, mister. Have some respect for your uncle.
Why should I care?
Because you're still a child.
I'm 15. Wow, that's young.
But you're not an adult yet.
But!
No buts!
She
collected herself and looked up at the sun. It's rather hot out today. Perfect for fire spells. I'll be at Fire Cat Alley getting some practice in. If you need to cool off, go to the ice school with grandmother. And by grandmother she means Grey Rose, since she helped Dahlia.
All right, I said with a shrug.
And don't leave the school grounds.
Whatever, I say with eye roll.
I mean it, Malorn.
Fine, I huffs.
She leaves me here to die in the freaking blaring heat.
I walk over to the stupid tree and kick the trunk. My bad, burns.
It's burning.
Whatever. I go to sit on my bench and I look down into the gorge of Death School inside like an anime. I sat there for a few minutes, just looking around, trying not to sweat to death. LOL, get it? 'Cause I'm a death wizard.
All of a sudden, I hear a loud thud behind me. What the hell? It came from behind the fire school, so I got up and headed over.
Then I looked around corner, there was student lying on grass unconscious. It was definitely a
female.
light long, shut the fuck up. Light brown hair, her eyes closed, and she was heaving in and out. Her robes were red and yellow, obviously a pyromancer, judging by her ass and style of clothes. She was still only novice, and she looked like she was like 12. Hey you, I called. I sprinted over to her, kneeled at her side. I shook her for a second, but she was cold out. Oh shit, I raised my staff over her, muttered sacrifice. I felt energy drain quickly being snapped out of me. Once I was a little weakened, she turned green and her eye opens.
Ow, my head. She looked up at me and I stopped before it could come into her lame robes.
Her eye were electric blue. She looked at me with something twinkling in her eye. She both stared at for a minute, looking into each other's eye for a while. Something inside me stirred. I hadn't felt much of anything in a long time, but this felt warm and new, like small jolt as spark. Hey there, I said awkwardly.
Thanks for saving me. She had a soft voice. She coughed once. And this made my stomach knot.
Are you all right? I asked.
I will be. I am Nicole's spirit flame, by the way. She held out her hand. I took it, gently shook it. Her hand smooth and soft. And you are?
Malorn Ashthorn, I said, almost forgetting my name. I don't think we met here before.
We haven't. I but see you all the time, going in out to School of Fire.
Oh, okay. How the hell could I have missed her? She's so hot.
You're Salmea's son, huh?
Yeah, that me.
She'd tell me about you all the time, she said, smirking. All of the pyromancers sit around and listen to story of you.
Arg! Not the one with the troll, ...
Yeah, that too, she said, giggling. Her laugh sounded like wind chime. I felt my cheeks hot.
Damn it.
Nah, that one's cute, she said, still laughing me.
Well, what happened to you anyway?
I don't know. 1 second I was fighting Achilles, the next I was here, barely alive.
How come when you defeated you didn't port to the commons?
I don't know, maybe. I'm a bit rusty. I only been beaten twice, including now.
Wow, what level are you?
11. I'm still kind of the new girl, I guess, except for the millions of people that join like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you're... Then I stopped, and when I saw her face, no, you're fine.
Oh. Thanks. She looked down for a second, a little blush.
Here, let me help you. I stood out and held hand. She took it. I lifted her up, ease, but she started to fall over and fell onto me. A little blush in my face. I grabbed her around the waist and held her up. She looked at me, a little red in the face herself.
Thanks, she said, looking away a little blush. I'm sorry.
No problem at all. I realized how close we were, her booty pressed against mine, her fast inches from my own. I breathed in her scent, lava lilies. I sit down her on the bench. Wait here, okay?
Okay, and thank you. She smiled at me. I teleported to Mother Melinda Wu, before she could see that I was turning red again.
I'm always supposed to have my baths in her classroom, so if that is something like this happens, I can get her to heal them. I took her hand and we teleported back to Nicole. Melinda healed her using Satyr, but bid her good luck and went to her room. What? Nicole and I just looked at each other and awkward silence loomed over us.
Angles are over. I looked over at Nicole and she was smiling, looking up.
What?
Angles are passing over. My mom told me that when I was a little girl, if there was a student for no reason, angels pass over you, blessing you.
I never heard that before, ... I muttered.
My dad must be around then. She beamed at me.
Huh? I stood up and looked around.
No, silly. My dad died years ago. The angles were passing over, so he must be around.
I looked at her, my eyebrow raising an eyebrow. Then I shook my head. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I can talk to him whenever I want because I know a little piece of him is always with me, she said, was still smiling. I never seen a student outside of the desk school talk about death itself with such ease.
What does that mean my mom is too? I thought. She looked up at me, being much shorter than me. Then I realized I must have said it out loud.
I'm sure she is.
I looked at her and she smiled back.
Actually. After a while of more silence, curiosity got the better of me.
How old are you? I asked.
12.
Oh. She was small for a girl, but she didn't exactly have a childish figure, if you know what I mean. And you? I am 15.
That is cool. You get your mouth permanent then, right? She asked cheerfully.
I got it 2 years ago. I have dark red wing and his name is Kalohe.
Oh, cool. I always wanted one.
I think you'd want a dream filly for a faithful dragoness. Those are tamed unicorn and tamed miniature female dragon. She wants a tamed male red dragon.
No, I love them. They are so cool.
Do you wanna, a girl with style? She laughed at me.
I'm sorry, but I gotta be getting back to my dorm, she said, suddenly sitting. Curfew is in a few hours, and if a man checks the pyromancer room, I have to get mine cleaned up. She started to walk in that direction, but she was a bit wobbly from still earlier.
Let me tack you there.
He thought for a minute. And what if I said no?
I was shocked. That would be at first all girls wants to ride on me.
She laughed at my bewilderment penis. Okay.
I snapped my fingers and Kalahe appeared on black dust, flew me and his back hop on.
Climbed up with these and got on behind me. She wrapped her arms around my penis and then put her head on my shoulder. I put Linkada and felt hot, not just from the hot day.
I rode her, I rode road with her hanging onto my back in the girls' dorm room. Oh, wow. When I got there, I hopped off and offered her a hand. She laid hers in mine and slid off Kolohe, disappearing. Read.
It's your turn.
Will I see you tomorrow? I asked her.
I have some things to get done. Kill a few trolls, beat a chilies.
Can I visit you before curfew? I asked. It came into more eagerly than I wanted it to.
She waited a minute. Then she replied, I'd like that. She took off to the dorm shower and was gone. What just happened?